In an explosive finding, the Associated Press accessed audio recordings which take us inside a meeting held by the World Health Organization officials. The said meeting took place in January of 2020, weeks after the COVID-19 outbreak began in China. Now, these recordings have now revealed that China, regarded as the epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic, deliberately kept the UN agency and the world in dark about the COVID-19 outbreak. The recordings show a considerable amount of frustration on part of the WHO officials on being unable to get any information from Chinese officials on the virus outbreak in Wuhan. This is surprising, as the WHO officials were seen in public initially lauding China's efforts in containing the virus. However, as these audio recordings now reveal, the real story was quite different. These tapes suggest that the WHO officials were in fact praising China in public only to coax out information from Beijing, but were complaining privately about not getting any information from China to fight the pandemic. Privately, the WHO officials complained in meetings throughout January last year that China was not sharing enough data to assess how rampantly the virus had spread already or what risks it posed to the rest of the world. Listen in.
General, there's been no evidence human transmission is not good enough. We need to see the data. We need to be able to determine for ourselves the geographic distribution, the timeline, the epi curve, and all of that.
Not only this, the world needs to now hold China accountable on the level of transparency that it showed during the onset of the pandemic. Reports suggest that China deliberately held off on releasing the genome sequence of the virus for more than a week, after 3 different government labs had fully decoded the information, which thereby slowed down the world's response in curtailing the virus.
我们所有的这些生产。
We don't have an age, sex, geographic distribution. We don't have an epi curve for an outbreak, which other countries are making detailed, rapid, and very, very cogent preparation. Honestly, there is nowhere to hide from us. And this is where China can make a huge contribution. But unless they share that information and knowledge with others, it will probably not give them the best benefit.
It is important to note that at the time, the World Health Organization was being criticized heavily for dragging its feet. It was burdened with accusations of failing to provide timely and accurate information on COVID-19. Many global leaders at the time had questioned the UN Health Agency and had called for an independent review of the response to the outbreak.
Okay, so we're already there. But that doesn't actually, it doesn't actually change what we're doing. We're going on very minimal information, but I know it's clearly not enough for you to do a proper planning the way that you would like to.
We have informally and formally been requesting more epidemiological information, but all we are getting in return for that question is there's a new update that's going to come out. They are working on this. It may be, but then when asked for specifics, we could get nothing.
Currently, a team of scientists from the World Health Organization is in China investigating the origins of the pandemic more than a year after it began. Questions remain on how effective this WHO investigation will be after the body failed to warn the world in time about the original outbreak. Meanwhile, the world is waiting for the results of the investigation, and China's willingness to cooperate will also be the focus of debate around the world.
Can you believe it? China's trying to blame the United States lab for their Wuhan, China virus. And yes, I'm going to say China virus, Beijing bunker, Biden. I will say China virus as long as I want to, and you can bite my ass. I don't care. Not about you. Period. Be very much afraid, because we know you are. You got all that National Guard guarding you. Yeah, we know you are afraid. Period. Bar none. One, you're afraid the media is going to capture you doing the 2, You're afraid to answer real questions. Like before the election, oh, you don't deserve an answer. Bullshit, motherfucker. You ain't transparent. You're full of fucking shit. You're so full of shit you're turning brown. Boy. One thing for you, facing Bunker Biden. You don't like me? Bite me. I've got some good videos coming up to show just how much racist of a piece of shit you truly are. Kamala Harris said it herself during that presidential debate. Ooh, 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 and it's still all over the internet. Beijing Bunker Biden.